Can AI help?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking more like in pattern detections, um, and various other cues. I'm assuming if I can take a recorded video of an interview, and give certain cues for AI, it will do some of the pattern detections, etc. I'm assuming, like anything else with AI, 100% not accurate, but it's. Have you experimented with that?
I haven't directly, but I know there's one of my connections in Scotland. I can't remember whether he's in Glasgow or Edinburgh. Um, he's very much in that space, particularly the recruitment side more than the interview. But in terms of clarifying who are the best candidates, that's very much the space he's in. And I see absolutely no reason why AI is going to go there anyway. And there's no reason why it can't be used, and very, very effectively.
And, I mean, again, we were just talking about it earlier in an earlier podcast I recorded this morning. We're still in a trust phase, and a lot of people will get over it soon, I'm hoping. But we're still trying to figure out, where does AI fit in every profession, in every walks of life. You can't apply it everywhere blindly. You have to pick your battles, I guess, with AI, with AI, like anything else. It's not a magic wand, for sure.
No, and we have to make sure that the people who are programming the AI are not putting their biases in. That's been one of the failings.
Yeah, ethical AI is a big topic right now. Yeah, absolutely. And, security, data governance, where's the data going? What's it? You got to get into privacy when you're talking about candidates and candidates' information too. So you don't want that information to be on the black web somewhere. You want to contain it, secure it, and protect it. If you had to give leaders one rule about reading people, what would that be?
Listen more than you speak. That's the first thing. Really, really fine tune your listening skills. That might sound a little bit odd coming from a facial profiler, but I'm paying a lot more attention to listening than I've ever done before, because so many people, particularly coming in executive roles or coming for executive appointments, or even in high stakes negotiation, very polished, very articulate, very smooth, can use speech very, very well, how they speak. And it's so essential to be able to listen for what's going on behind the words, because the way I describe it, words are like the frosting on a cake, but they're not the cake.
That's right. That's right. Now, I see a lot of application for this. I see, like I mentioned, sales, but could be anything really. Any customer facing, any internal facing. If you're interacting with any human at any level, you're not just sitting in a bubble somewhere. You probably need to get that skill. How do people can get started with this? How do they learn it?
Typically, most of what I've been doing in recent times has been in-house for companies or for organizations. I've done shorter courses of my own, but that's just more from my own experience and more just playing around with ideas than anything else. But if anybody's looking to inquire or to hire me, the best way to reach out to me is to find me on LinkedIn, and then we arrange a call to discuss what's happening.
Yeah, like and for the audience and for the listeners, if this topic is of interest to you and you need to get a hold of Joseph McGuire, he's connected to me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to make an introduction. So if you can't find Joseph, I'm sure you can find me, and I will be happy to facilitate an introduction. So reference this podcast, and I'll be putting you in touch with Joseph to take it from there. Joseph, as we come close to the end of our podcast, any final thoughts? Anything else that I should talk about, but I have missed to talk about, that we probably should address before we finish off?
Well, we're in a changing world, Robin. We're in a world which is rapidly changing, but there's still the issues of trust, respect, autonomy, and communication. They're being reported time and time again. You look at McKinsey, you look at Forbes, you look at Gallup, you look at Edelman. Those issues are coming up time and time again in the workplace, and the willingness of leaders to communicate is in question, and the willingness of leaders to communicate with clarity is so important for not just for now, but for the work for companies to thrive going forward. So no matter how AI develops or any other advances in technology, it still comes down to people. And even with AI taking over and a lot of jobs maybe disappearing, we're still going to need people.